So welcome back to the channel. This is Jarvis Biker. We're just outside of Turkey Point, Ontario. Lake Erie is a matter of yards away from us down here. So I just wanted to go over what we've done to the V Strom since we got it back in late October. We'll start out basically in the order that we did everything. But first thing was all the panniers were scratched up on the lead edge. So what we did was sanded the spots all down, masked everything else up, and we sprayed them with bed liner for pickup truck beds. It's a hard, plasticky material that really came out in a nice finish, and it really looks good on the bike. It really brought them right back to brand new. Same with the top of the top box. This part of it was all dried and dusty looking, sun beaten. So just a light sanding and then sprayed it down with the bed liner. It looks really rough when you first do it. Come back 5 minutes later and it's just a nice smooth pebble finish. So that really brought the bike back to new. So and the other thing that we did down here, this guard for the exhaust was the same thing. It was all weather beaten and gray looking. So we did it in bed liner as well. Brought it back to like brand new black plastic look. The only thing that we haven't done so far is the back fender, which needs the same treatment, but I believe it's going to be, we're going to take it apart. We're going to take it right out and we'll do it when it's out. So that's probably for another year. It won't be this year. So everything's good to go on the luggage part. Brand new Sargent seat. I got it out of Fort 9 out of Quebec. Oh, I probably in the 700 Canadian range. So far, yeah, I like it. I probably got a few hundred miles on it so far, so I can't judge. I need like a full day ride and a few weeks to break it in too. So we're getting a few short rides. We're breaking it in as we go. Next thing we did was we put a ram bar, so it's PVC plastic, 1-inch PVC bar, ram ball mounted to the handlebars, just to put all my junk on it. So we're gonna have our CB walkie-talkie here. It has a button mount. I got this mount out of Australia. Took me months to get this, but seems to be good. And the other thing that I did last night was new USB mounts. So just the generic little USBs that you buy, I've made it so that you can slide right into the holder and it holds it up on the handlebars, and they're mounted under the mirrors, under the mirror peg. So really good. I got this one made. I just got to clean up the rough edges on the 3D print, and it'll be on when I get home tonight. So ram mount to quad lock with the vibration adapter on it. Brand new Garmin GPS. I put the plate in here. I've got a USB outlet on it, and I've also got the DC voltmeter, 12 volt. So then we kind of get into the guts of it a little bit. So I raised the handlebars 1.5 inches. I lowered the foot pegs about 2 inches. Now I can comfortably stand up while riding on the bike. You know, I stood up at like 60 miles an hour and it was fine. Going to that V-Strom windshield, just onto the aftermarket windshield bracket that I don't even know what brand it is. It came on the bike, so that's it. New fork oil, 15 weight in there. Synthetic oil, AMSOIL 10W40, the blue metric bottle. New antifreeze, new regulator, new stator, high output, putting out about 14.5 volts. The other one was about high 12s. It's okay, it runs my heated gear on low only. If I start bumping up to medium, I can maybe put my coat on medium, but everything else has to stay on the first setting or it starts to discharge. So I put a lithium battery in it, and they technically need 14 volts to 15.5, I think, to charge. So that's what that is. Seems to be working okay. Starts on a dime. GV bars, new skid plate out of Holland actually is where it came from. Speed wise, I want it to be in the 70 mile an hour range, but not screaming going down the interstate. So what I did was I put a new front sprocket on, 1 tooth bigger, and I went 2 teeth smaller on the back. I've still got the original chain that came on the bike. I have a brand new one ready to go on, but I haven't decided if I'm going to keep this 2 smaller tooth sprocket on the back or whether I'm going to go to 1 tooth smaller. It would make it, for general use, it would make it a little better, but for highway use, this setting is perfecto. So yeah, that's basically it. Oh, the tires. Michelin, Anarchy Adventure. So they're 80/20 tires so far. I haven't got the nubs scrubbed off the whole thing yet, but it's getting close to being that way. Stock exhaust. I don't know anybody that watched my channel when I still had the Goldwing, any video showing down to the fuel tank area always showed a sticker on there, and it was a zombie response vehicle. Keeping with the tradition of the channel, I've applied 2 of them to this bike. So if all hell breaks loose, this will be the bike we take. Stock rear pegs, stock front pegs. I have a set of highway pegs for it, I just haven't put them on yet. And I have brackets on here for another set of auxiliary lights, which I haven't got wired up yet. But the halogen headlights were taken out, LEDs were put in, and so far they need to be aimed. The high beam is a little high. It doesn't really shine on anything but treetops, so it's got to be turned down a little bit. Other than that, that's it. This is my 2007 Suzuki V Strom. DL650 is the model, and she's ready to go. Be looking forward to doing some more videos, but here's the introduction. Here she is.